Welcome back to another Carrollton City Limits Flashback flick. We ask that you please like, share, and subscribe to the channel that you're watching this on. This will help us bring you more videos like this one. Today, let's talk real 80s fashion, specifically in North Texas and Dallas. Let's talk about the coolest, boldest, and loudest fashion decade ever, 1980s. Recently, my eldest daughter, who is in her late 20s, tried to school me about the 80s fashion. Nobody but those of us who lived the totally radical, magical years can really appreciate the fashion we were able to live every day of our youthful lives. I graduated in 1989, and I've lived and breathed the North Dallas couture fashion that the other decades just continue envying. The reason I made this video is to set the record straight on how we actually dressed in this iconic era. Listen to me closely, people. We did not live in workout clothing and leg warmers all of the time. We did not always wear neon. I mean, really, neon can totally wash you out. Do you really think that was our color of daily choice? No, it wasn't. So we hope you watch this video, and we hope you learn about the magic of 1980s real fashion.
What did you think about the perfume? It's okay. What did you think about Calvin Klein? He's nice.
I like it. It's nice.
What do you think about Calvin Klein?
I love him. He's great. He obsessed me.
And then you don't know until you launch it in the stores if women will love it or hate it.
As you can see here, the gentleman who's wearing a very white cream color jacket, yes, that is a Miami Vice kind of look. That really did happen. The gold dress, absolutely. Oh my God, her hair, makeup, and accessories, perfect, right on target.
And the longer the trains, the happier the girls seem to be. 1915 is only $239. It's from our Alfred Angelo line.
It's wonderful for everybody. Florists, caterers, photographers, people who engrave invitations.
Solid chiffon. We should do a velvet version. We should also do a long version to make this kind of our signature for the season.
Some people thought Victor Kosta was crazy for leaving New York to open a design house in Dallas, but that was 10 years ago. Now his clothes are sold all over the country, and a business that started at zero is worth $15 million in retail each year.
A dress on a rack has to say, buy me. She really doesn't know what she wants, and you have to be there with what she wants.
Everything is done in Dallas, from the initial draping to the pattern cutting, sewing, and shipping. Kosta specializes in after-5 designs, but likes to offer dresses for all occasions like this strapless look for summer. Kosta says he designs wonderful clothes that won't break the budget.
Check out the height on this hair. She has a perfect late 1980s look, and make sure that your makeup, you have less blush on, and you have that really bright lip. These are must in the 80s. This dress was classic. Look at the big hair. The big hair meant a lot to us. So please accentuate with that. Do not be afraid of hairspray. Hairspray is your best friend along with blue eyeliner. These are the way that people did dress just to go out shopping. Notice this. Everyone's dressed up with big hair and great big accessories.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
The fact that a song about sunglasses could make it on the charts says a lot about what's happening these days. Spend an afternoon in a sunglasses store and you'll learn even more. Sunglasses have always had a certain amount of fashion to them, but lately that's been the overriding factor. Michael Jackson. Ingrid Sardenga drove all the way from Shreveport to shop for sunglasses with her friends. She bought 3 pairs to add to her collection. Cost about $250. Or jewelry.
Ted Lapidus is one of my favorite ones because they fit well, they have different colors, and these have rhinestones. I think I can phase into winter or summer with them too.
Here are some of the hot sellers. Julio Iglesias glasses with interchangeable lenses. Price about $59. The epitome of cool, Wayfarers. The one on the right is the real Bosch & Lomb for $40. The imitation on the left goes for $14.
Everyone started saying, oh, you look like Lady Di. And I'd say, well, I had my hair cut first.
That's because Lady Di's hairdo has been around for a while, but now that it's on a royal head, the style has become the rage all over the country. In a few days, the royal wedding will be over, and Lady Di's face may start disappearing from the covers of newspapers and magazines here, but her hairdo will still be around.
Bows are on everything. In fact, I believe I had that pair of shoes. These Poindexter glasses were a mess. Now, I want you to check this girl out. She's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. The t-shirt is tucked in with a belt, and those little bobby socks were a mess with loafers and a big bow. Classic 1980s dancing. You notice we were not afraid of color. And that mullet, you have that party in the back. That was a mess, and guys wore it all the time.
Of course, the music and the outfits have changed, but the biggest difference in a 1980s prom is the money that's being spent.
I want you to notice what they're wearing on their arms, those lace gloves. Madonna had a huge impact in the 1980s.
I don't know about your prom memories, but I remember worrying about getting the right color flowers in the corsage to match the girl's dress. Now the big concern is getting the right color limo.
And this night there were plenty of limos, not to mention the Jaguars and the occasional Rolls Royce. Others chose a more traditional Texas mode of travel. $150 paid for a horse-drawn carriage ride, while some couples decided to pay $375 an hour for door-to-door helicopter service. How much did you spend personally on getting this night together?
About $400.
About $400, and you?
About $250 or so.
For me, it took about $250.
About $235 to get ready for tonight.
Does that bother you, or does that kind of shake you?
Oh, no. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be worth it, I'm sure.
How about you? For the gentleman, how much did you spend to get tonight together?
At least $200.
By no means were these kids the big spenders. Here are just some of the dollars and cents of this prom night. The guys paid between $10 and $25 for flowers, $50 to $80 for a tux, and about $35 for a prom ticket. Then comes the food. Dinners ranged from $50 to $100 per couple. There were no Big Macs for these high schoolers. A limo cost anywhere from $250 to $350 for the ride to and from the prom. If you opt for pictures, tack another $10 to $50 on your tab, depending on what kind of package you go for. The girls, on the other hand, had to buy a prom dress, get shoes to match, and then get a hairdo. It's just a little different from past prom nights.
I remember worrying about my date spending too much money. I was very conscious of the fact that I didn't want him to spend too much money. Conservative background, they don't have this now.
People weren't trying to keep up with the Joneses so much, I think, then. They were just having fun, getting together for one more time.
You mean you didn't go to your prom in a Rolls Royce?
I didn't know what a Rolls Royce was when I was a senior in high school, I don't think.
Maybe a high school senior wouldn't have worn red high-top tennis shoes to a prom 20 years ago, but there's one thing that hasn't changed. Teenagers still have their priorities in the right place.
Money doesn't matter to me. Mom pays for it.
Mark Schumacher, Channel 5 News Tonight, Dallas.
Stylists are finding many customers want a different look during the holiday season.
Which is a very stylized look. And also a little bit of Dallas, which is a softness.
And since the highlights left by the summer sun are disappearing, highlighting is very much the winter fashion.
We're getting away from this frosting of years ago where dark hair and light hair. Today we're melding colors.
I think when your hair feels good, the rest of it feels just great too.
Fresh flowers can add to the look, makeup should be coordinated, and you can even add a touch of glitter to your nails.
Even more than a new dress, a festive holiday hairdo or makeover can really make you feel festive.
But thank for the fashion that we experienced in the 80s here in Dallas. Thank you for watching another episode of Carrollton City Limits Flashback Flicks. This one was dedicated to 80s and all that is 80s fashion. Until next time, thanks y'all.